Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since Christmas and New Year's and everything. It was just a little bit crazy, but I'm back and I have a lot of new makeup to try out, including a whole gift pack from Ulta Beauty. And so it came in a package like this. There's actually like a bigger makeup bag, and this is a smaller one, and it had a ton of makeup. It had like so many lipsticks, and it had lip liners, eyeliners, an eyeshadow palette, which I have right here. It also has some primer, some liquid highlighter. It has a contour and blush duo. So just a lot of new things to try out, and I want to see if this stuff is actually good because I've never tried Ulta Beauty makeup before, and I feel like a lot of people kind of just push it aside and think it's not that good. So I want to try it because if this stuff is good, then the pack that I got for Christmas is a really, really good deal. So with that being said, I think we should just jump right in and start playing with some makeup. Alright, so we're going to start off with eyes. As you can see, I already have foundation, concealer, I powdered my face, and I did my eyebrows because that was the only thing not included in the set. But besides that, we have everything else down. So this is a tinted eye primer from Ulta, and it's in the color Champagne, so I believe it's going to be a shimmery eye primer. So we're just going to try this out. And I'm just going to pat this in, keeping it mostly on my lid, on both eyes, using my finger. I don't really want to put the shimmer up in my crease area because, as you know, we try to keep our creases pretty matte. So that is actually really pretty. Honestly, I think you could wear that alone as just a shimmery lid color and it would look really great, but we have a whole eyeshadow palette to try out, so that's what we're gonna do right now. So this is the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow palette. It doesn't have a name on it, but it has the shades on the back. And if we open it up, it has a lot of great colors. Like, I see some transition shades, some really light shades. We have shimmers, and then we have a lot of purpley and smoky colors. This definitely would have been good for New Year's Eve, but didn't have enough time to try it. So we're just gonna go in and play with as many colors as we can. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and go in to this cream color right here and just apply that all over the lid and into the crease. Alright, and that was just a good base color. So now we're going to go into the shade right above it, which is a nice cool brown transition shade, and start working that into the crease. And this is a beautiful transition shade, and it's very light and easy to work with. So far this palette is doing pretty well, in my opinion. Alright, now I want to dip into some of the purples. So I want to take like this purple shade right here and then just deepen out my crease with that color. And I just want to see how that works because those colors that are a little bit harder to find in palettes like purples, greens, are usually harder to work with. So if their formula is good for the purples, I can only imagine what the neutral colors look like. Alright, that is blending out super nicely. So now I think I'm gonna be a little bit edgy and go into this dark gray color right here and just really push that into this outer corner. That is pigmented. By the way, I haven't switched brushes yet from the beginning. I tend to just use the same brush and keep things simple because I don't have a lot of brushes. Yeah, so this is looking super nice. I'm looking at it up close right now, and it is smoky and blended, and all the colors go together really well, and also there's not really any fallout, so I think this palette is so far a win, but obviously we have to test out the shimmers, so we will do that in 1 second. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in with this silvery pewter shade right here. It is a shimmer. I'm taking a flat synthetic brush, and I'm just going to load it up. And then I'm going to take some setting spray. I have the Milani Make It Last spray. I always spray my shimmers, so that's how I'm going to test it. And I'm just going to put that right onto the lid. Let me check that out for a second. It's actually more of like, it's more gold than I see in the pan. Still a pretty color, but I was expecting more of a silver. Okay, I feel like on that lid it looks more silver. I'm a little confused. I'm just going to add another layer to both lids and then I'll give you my thoughts. So that color went on really nicely. I don't see any fallout. It's pretty shimmery and it's just a little deceiving in the pan. It's kind of warm and cool at the same time. I was expecting more of a silver, but it kind of has some gold in it too. So it's kind of a cool color. We're just going to add on top of it with this lighter metallic color in the inner corner just to add some pop. And we're just gonna like put that like fully in the tear duct as highlighter as well. That's a pretty color. It's not as blinding as I would like it to be, but definitely does its job. Now I just want to test out this really shimmery, cool purple color, and I'm just going to take that on the brush and spray it another time. And I'm just going to add this to the outer corner just to kind of blend where it gets smoky with the shimmer I applied before. And this is a really pretty color. This is definitely something I'd want to try all over the lid at one point, but it definitely can get pretty dark. I didn't feel like doing a smoky eye today, so that's why I didn't use it all over the lid. But yeah, it's a really pretty color. Now just going back into that purple and a little bit of the brown transition, I'm just going to use this flat, fluffy brush and smoke out my lower lash line really quickly. Alright, so I tried to use as many colors as I could from this eyeshadow palette, and I think it turned out really well, and this is definitely something to look forward to from Ulta Beauty. I think they're going to have a lot more cooler things coming out, and the price just can't be beat, so definitely check out this. They also had eyeliners from the set, and they had a brown and a black, so I'm going to take the brown one and line my waterline. So that actually worked pretty good. I don't typically use the pencil tip ones because I'm afraid I'm going to poke my eye, but I didn't, so that was great. And it did line both my waterlines really good. So I don't have any mascara, so I'm just going to take some of my own mascara. This is Benefit They're Real, curl my lashes, and we'll be right back. I just started using this mascara and I love it. I think it makes my lashes look so long and separated, and it really does its work on the lower lash line. So thanks, Benefit. But now we're going back to Ulta. Alright, so now we're going to dip into the face products. I have the contour and blush duo right here, and I just got these new brushes from the JD Weighty collection, and I'm so excited to use them, especially the nose contour brush. So I'm just going to take this fat fan brush, which is used for bronzing and contouring, and just kind of dip it into the contour shade. I tap it off, and then go in and just lightly sculpt and blend out my cheekbones. So as you can see, I think this contour shade blended out really well. It was really light and buildable, which I don't mind in a contour because I don't want to just go in straight and have a muddy line. And it's also pretty cool toned, so definitely great for some sculpting and also for me because I am super pale. So now I'm going to take that same shade, I'm going to use the infamous Nose Perfector brush, and I'm going to try to contour my nose. So I'm going to take the flat side first. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do cream contour, but I'm sure we could use it for powder too. I'm just going to go down and make a line, which I know is going to look a little harsh, but we'll blend it out with the other side. Now I'm going to take the other side and just blend those lines out. This shade is definitely good for nose contouring, like I said before, because it is cool toned and we don't want a warm toned bronzer to contour our nose because then we'll just look orange and muddy and gross. There's a few disclaimers to this video. The first one is I'm kind of sick, so that might be why I sound a little weird, and also I'm currently on winter break at my house right now, so I want to apologize if you hear any weird background noise because I'm at my house right now and I'm actually at my mom's new makeup station and it's really cool, but there are 4 other people living in this house and it is getting kind of noisy. So sorry if you hear that. Nothing we can really do about it. As for my nose contour though, like I feel like that really worked in making it look slimmer. So I'm very impressed with that. And this bronzer, like I said, really good. Really like it. Let's try the blush and see if the whole duo is worth it though. So I have this brush from JD Wadey. I'm going to use this like fluffier one and just pat it in, kind of tap it off. It's kind of like a darker blush, and in the past I wouldn't wear it, but blush is so big right now. And so I'm really into using those darker shades that are probably meant for darker complexions, but using them on my skin because then they really show up. And this is definitely a buildable blush, which is good for like most people because you can just kind of blend it out really nicely, and then it's just like a hint of blush, but because I'm me, I'm just really gonna build it up. Yeah, that's a really good color. It will definitely work on a lot of skin tones because it's kind of deep and it's not too harsh and it seems to blend out nice. And it's also matte, which is great because I hate shimmery blushes. Alright, so this duo is definitely a win. Love the contour and the blush shade, so I don't know if they sell all this separately, but definitely try out some of their contour and blush things from Ulta Beauty. Alright, so the next thing I'm a little scared to use, they didn't have a powder highlighter, they only have this liquid illuminator. And I'm sure that this would look good under foundation or before powder, but I had to powder my face already, so we're just gonna hope for the best. It looks like that on my finger. It looks kind of white and pinky. It's kind of thick. I'm not really sure how it's going to work. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to put this over, so I'm just going to take a little bit and I just don't want it to mess up the makeup I already put down, but hopefully that won't happen. Okay, I need a little more. I'm just using the other side of the blush brush that I just used. Alright, so that's pretty. I definitely would want to try that like mixed into a foundation or maybe like under foundation, but over powder it doesn't look the best. I'm not sure if it said how to use it. Yeah, it says you can mix it in with foundation. I think that would definitely help a lot better. It doesn't look bad right now, that's for sure. Just not the ideal, I don't know. Liquid highlighter, I'm not a huge fan of it unless I put it on underneath foundation, and I don't really have time to like do that extra step. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more and hopefully not ruin my nose contour. Alright, so that highlighter is not too bad. I really wish they included a powder highlighter in the whole set because they literally have everything else, so I don't know why that wasn't included. But this I think will definitely look better under foundation or mixed into foundation. So moving on. So far nothing really bad, but yeah, powder highlighter would have been awesome. Now all we have left to do is the lips, so I think there's a few lip liners it came with. I just took this pinky one, it's called Rose, kind of nude. I picked out a whole like matching set for my lips, so I picked out this one because it went the best. And I'm just going to line my lips ever so slightly. So that lip liner actually went on really good. I was expecting it to be really hard and firm and hard to work with because it's a pencil. Again, I don't really use pencil liners on my eyes or my lips, but this one worked really good. So definitely like that. I'm definitely going to try the other shades that came with it. And now I'm taking, this is a matte liquid lipstick in the shade Rose. Oh, so I actually picked the two that went together. Go me, without even trying. They actually had matte liquid lipstick formulas. They had shiny, and then I think they had one more. I kind of forget. They have glosses, which I'm going to use a gloss too. But the shiny liquid lipstick, I feel like that could be a disaster. I'm not really sure what it means by that. Maybe I'll do some swatches after I finish my whole look, but if by shiny liquid lipstick they mean like velvet, then I like velvet, so I would use it. But if it means like a liquid lipstick that's shiny, I feel like that would just get weird and like smudge really quickly, so I definitely want to try the matte. This formula is a little bit liquidy and thin, so it kind of messed up. I'm also just not the best at applying lipstick, so that could also be it. But we definitely have to wait for this to dry down before I can make any comments about it. But based on the color, this is a beautiful color. It's like a deep rose, so it could work as a nude, but it also is very pink and like bright, so I like this color a lot, but we have to wait for it to dry down. Okay, so actually back to what I was saying before, I want to clarify what is in the collection. And so there are 2 liquid lipstick formulas and 2 gloss formulas. And so the one I have on right now is the matte liquid lipstick. It's still drying down. And then there's also the shiny liquid lipstick. So I have this color called Plum, very deep purple eggplant color. And it goes on like this. So actually that is very pigmented, but it seems very sticky, so I feel like that would just be more of like an opaque gloss maybe. I don't know if it like dries down or whatever, but we'll see, I guess. And then the gloss I'm going to use today is a shimmer gloss, so that is one of them. They have a shimmer, they have creamy. And so the shimmer gloss I'm using is Nude Shimmer, which is basically all I ever want in a gloss is nude shimmer. And then they have the creamy gloss. So this is in the shade Pink. They're very creative with their names at Ulta, I can tell. And I'm just gonna swatch that underneath. And so it has a hint of color, definitely not anything opaque. I'm so bad at swatches. So as you can see, that is a glossy pink. It's very like sheer and like not crazy opaque like the other one, so I feel like I want to see if the Plum one dries down, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to at all. So I feel like maybe the shiny liquid lipstick is just a really opaque gloss, and then the creamy gloss is just a really not opaque gloss, and then the shimmer is just a glitter gloss. It's been quite a while, and the liquid matte lipstick is still not drying down, so still kind of waiting for that. I guess while we're waiting for the lipstick to dry down, we can talk for a bit. Like I said before, like Christmas and New Year's and winter break and everything, it was just so crazy, so I really didn't have time to film, but I really want to get back on track and just start releasing some more videos and like posting on my Instagram more. So if you're not already, definitely subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below if there's anything else you want to see. I have a lot of new makeup that I'm planning on trying on camera. And also follow my Instagram. It's @SophiaDoingMakeup. So that would mean so much to me. It means so much to all my family and friends that watch me do these videos and like them and comment on them. The support is awesome, and I hope to keep on going with this because makeup really is one of my passions. And with that being said, what's not my passion is this liquid lipstick, which is not drying down. It is matte, right? Yeah, it's matte. It doesn't say anything on the bottle besides how much is in it. 0.06 fluid ounces, which is the same for all of the lipstick. I kind of just want to put the gloss on top of it now, but I did a very light layer of this too. I only did the bottom and then like pushed my lips together because it was very thick and a lot came out because it was so liquidy, which is why I don't think it's going to dry. It does look really pretty, but I mean, obviously it will transfer, which is not what I want out of a matte thing. Also, the purple is not drying down at all, but I really wasn't expecting it to. Let's just swatch the nude shimmer gloss so we know what we're getting into. I'm gonna do 2 layers. It's also very opaque. I mean, not opaque. The opposite of opaque. It's very translucent. It's right here, but it's hard to tell on camera, but it's really like a bronzy shimmer. It's really nice. Maybe I should just do that by itself. Yep, I did it. I wiped it off. I love a good, just like a plain gloss look, so I think I'm gonna like this. So this is a super nice gloss. There's a lot of glitter in it. Kind of hard to tell on camera, but my lips are kind of stained pink from the color before, which I think helped because there's no like background color to this gloss. Like, it really is just clear, and I just wiped off all that lipstick basically in one swipe on this tissue. This isn't even like a makeup wipe, it's just a tissue, and it all just came off like very easily, so that's kind of a negative, I guess. But this gloss is very nice. Definitely something I would wear a lot. Definitely something I'd wear over an actual dry down matte lipstick because I love the way a glitter gloss looks and I think it's a very good color. So definitely like the glosses. I think the creamy gloss would be the same way. I think I would like this too. But the matte and shiny liquid lipstick, they don't dry down and they seem really easily transferable, which is okay because then it's more comfortable on the lips, but overall, like, it's just gonna smudge, so you just have to be careful. Like, if you're just taking selfies, then totally fine, but like if you're eating and you're talking, you're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on your lips and make sure you don't look crazy or anything. So with that being said, we are all done with our full face of Ulta Beauty holiday products, and I really like the way my face turned out. There really wasn't anything bad about the collection, except maybe the lips, I guess. I still liked the gloss, and I still liked the matte that I put on. It just didn't do what it said it would do, so that's something to keep in mind. But this seems like a super nice palette, and I'm sure it's very inexpensive, so definitely check this out. This duo I absolutely love. I think this is a great contour shade, and it's a very small component, so something really easy to travel with if you just need your contour and a blush and you don't care what blush you're using. Definitely try that out. The lip liner, super good. Really surprising to me because I don't use like pencil liners. The eyeliner was good, and the eye primer, it was fine. I don't really think it did anything, but it came with the collection and it worked, so that's good. And I think that is it. There's also the liquid highlighter. I forgot about that. That would definitely work better, not over powder, but as you can see, it did give me a subtle glow down the nose, and it didn't really disrupt the powder, but I was pretty careful with it, so also keep that in mind. Overall, I think that this collection that came in, you know, this cute little bag, and it also, the bigger bag had everything in it, and I think that it's definitely worth the money, and I think all the products are pretty good, and I think that really says something about us using the Sephora brand makeup or the Ulta brand makeup. I think it's definitely something that we should try out, and a lot of people just kind of look over it, they look past it, and they want to go for the big name brand beauty products, and of course I love those. Most of my products are from big name brands, but these companies, and especially drugstore companies, are really stepping it up, and they shouldn't go unnoticed for that because these products that I used today were really good. So keep that in mind. Definitely try out some Ulta Beauty products after watching this video, and I'm definitely going to try out some more myself. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said before, subscribe, like, follow my Instagram at Sophia Doing Makeup, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.